I've been so alone ever since I left the tribe. That's just how it goes, guess I like the lonely vibe.
Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new video. As you can see, I'm in the clan How to Improve and I'm joined by ElecTr1fy. Yo ElecTr1fy, what's up?
What's up, sir?
Yo, how are you doing?
I'm great, how about you?
Nice, yeah, thanks for asking. I'm doing good as well. But today guys, we have an episode, as you can see in the name of the clan, How to Improve. Me and ElecTr1fy will do 1 or 2 battles. We will go over the replay because you can always learn from your mistakes or maybe what you could have done different in a game by rewatching it. You guys can see how we do that, where we pay attention to while rewatching a game. And also basically during the game, for example, when I commit with a rocket or when you should not commit. So just basic tips on how to improve in the game. Do you want to say anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to run a hog deck to see how that goes. And
Yep.
you guys, if you wanna see how I use pick pushes and stuff, then you should check it out.
Yeah, for sure. And ElecTr1fy is a YouTuber as well. I will leave his channel in the description, so definitely go check him out. And I think we can start. What do you think?
I think we can.
Okay, let's go. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, good luck. So let's see. So you're playing Hawk Rider, I'm playing Control, so that's always interesting, especially if you're trying to outcycle your opponent with a quick Hawk deck especially.
Yeah.
So let's see how this will work. Interesting right away with the piggy push.
Was hoping that you're not gonna have Inferno in hand.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so I was just like, an Inferno is just a good counter to Hawk Rider, but I mean I know that you have a quick cycle, so I tried to ooh, nice prediction there, well played.
Thanks.
This is kind of hard because I know you have such a quick cycle. I'm kind of forced to either use a different counter to your Hawk Rider, but we will see. So it looks like you're going for... Yeah. So now I was forced to use my rocket. I mean, I still have to drop one more card until I have Inferno. So I think that's a decent counter. Did you get a hit in there? I think you did.
Yeah, I did. It pushed the hog forward.
Yeah,
But
so
I have nothing to drop, so I'll use the cannon right now.
yeah, but like I'm just basically waiting and trying to avoid getting damaged, and at the same time just trying to chip away because that's where my miner deck is all about. Interesting fireball there.
Yeah, I had 10 elixir and nothing good to do. Alright.
Yeah. I mean, you were up elixir, so, and I don't really have anything to like punish you right away. So I mean, I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't fireball when the game just started like that. But now you know what I'm running, of course. So
yeah.
okay, let's see.
Let's see. Alright, nice log. Probably gonna use Ice Spear or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So far, you're doing actually solid amount of damage, but in overtime I don't think you can outcycle my defenses. I'm not sure about that, but we will see.
Yeah, probably I won't. Let's see.
Yeah, like so far we both didn't really make any mistakes. As far as I can see, you had a really nice prediction on my miner. And why is the cannon there? Just to
I
your
had
elixir,
nothing to
or?
drop and I really
Yeah.
wanna cycle. Alright, so right now the cannon, I use the skeleton
Yeah, true.
because
Yeah.
that's the only place where the cannon wasn't able to hit the miner. So I knew that's the ideal place to drop
Yeah,
it.
so I dropped
And
my
so-
knight there to tank because I knew you had musky.
Nice.
Yeah, I think like that's what I really like to do. I also used in the live event, I'm not sure if you saw that, but I used Ice Golem for Ice Spirit. Now I'm using Ice Spirit, but Ice Golem was also giving me a lot of value just because I was able to keep the musky alive.
Yeah, alright, nice.
But
So,
yeah, as I said, like I don't think you can outcycle me really, and once
yeah,
I know
right now
like,
that's where the trouble begins.
Oh, wow.
No.
let's go. That was a
Wow,
really
nice.
good
Wow,
rocket.
that was a crazy rocket.
Yeah,
nice.
when we will rewatch it, I will definitely explain why I rocketed there, because yeah, I will just explain it later. But I don't think you can outcycle me at the moment. So
Yeah, right now.
you have 20 spectators, by the way. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, thanks. Right, so
Let's see. I think the musky, does the musky hit that? Yeah. Okay.
right, so
Good fireball. I think you have skeletons again. Yeah. Well played.
Thanks.
Let's see, this will be close actually. I mean, I think I could just cycle logs and try to get a mine. Oh wow, Musky, well placed.
Thanks. Let's see if I'm able to do anything.
Oh no. This is game. I don't have
This
a
game?
log. Yeah, this is game. Well played. Wow, I think.
Thanks, well played.
Wow. Okay, so let's rewatch. Like this is a really good replay. I think I can learn from. I mean, the first rocket was really good.
Yeah, it was insane, crazy value. Like
Did I rocket
9%.
after that? I think that was like overcommitting with elixir. But let's rewatch it and.
Yeah, I think you predicted the hog, but I knew you were gonna do that because you're good. Yeah, and I
Yeah.
waited with the hog a little bit.
Yeah, true. Okay, smart. Okay, so I'm ready to click watch. Just tell me when you're ready to
Right,
click.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, low. My starting hand was actually pretty solid, as you can see. I have my defensive building. And would you always start with the Hawk Rider aggressive if you have it in your starting hand?
Yeah, when I play against an opponent that has a deck with multiple buildings or one building, I usually drop the hog to try to catch them off guard.
Yeah, but even if you don't know your opponent, because now you knew that I was going to play minor control, but let's say you're playing a grand challenge, you don't know your opponent, would you also start with it?
Yeah. You know, I was trying to catch you off guard because most people run
A building, yeah. Oh, really nice prediction there.
Thanks.
Dropping the cannon there is just to bunker your elixir, or why do you drop your cannon preemptively?
Yeah, I was on 10 elixir and didn't want to waste it, and I knew that I need to counter the knight in a way, so...
Yeah, so like here I was forced to use my rocket. Like I don't think I made a mistake there. I mean, I didn't really had another answer, so I think the rocket was pretty good. Otherwise, you would have done so much damage. So far, I think both players didn't really made any mistakes.
Yeah, no mistakes. And right now I was on 10 elixir as well, so...
Yeah, so you
I
just
decided
fireball.
to fireball the knight.
Yeah,
In the
interesting.
tower. Right?
So yeah, but like I would also like I would always let the knight tank for my miner. I'm not sure if that happened there, but I'm always trying to do that just because if you don't have if you don't predict my miner, yeah, the miner should get some hits in at least, because the deck is all about chipping away. So yeah. You're actually dealing solid damage just by... I think you got 1 hook swing in and 2 fireballs so far. And I only have 1 more elixir, so you're playing it really well.
Thanks.
Yeah, like my Inferno is there, so the hook will get countered. I think I would just go with the knight to tank and the miner again. I believe I rocket here. I'm not sure. I think I rocketed here just because...
I think that's where... Yeah, I used...
Oh no, not yet. I think it's
No,
the
not yet.
next miner.
Right, so this one, the cannon hit the miner. I was using the miner at this exact... Because I knew it would hit the miner in...
Yeah, and
Now
here I
so I
preemptively
limited-
drop my knight.
Yeah, you predicted my mistake.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. So, like, so far I don't really see any like big mistakes or anything we could improve on, but definitely my miner is chipping away now, and I'm actually ahead of damage right now. I try to keep the pressure up just because I don't want you to get that hawk cycle again. But
yeah, and you cycle back.
yeah, and you're also
real
leaking
quick.
a bit just because I'm going into the same lane. Here I go with a rocket. I dropped my rocket there because I had a lot of like troops on the field, and I knew that you couldn't like outcycle me right away. So yeah, here I have my Inferno ready again. I'm not sure where I think I rocketed. I'm not sure where I made a mistake, but we'll see that soon because I'm still leading with Elixir.
Elixir.
I'm again the same thing, like knight to tank, then go with the miner. This time I'm always trying to switch up my miner placements, as you saw, and like I was actually really close into Rocket Ridge. I'm not sure where I went wrong here. But
Yeah, I used the fireball because
yeah, you're up a lot of elixir, so I think there. I'm not sure, like here.
right now. So you used the Inferno, and I knew you were down on elixir, so I used
Oh,
the
yeah,
Musketeer
true,
to snipe
Musky.
the Inferno.
Yeah,
And I know I can cycle Rock Bait to Hog.
yeah, and here
I knew you're
exactly.
gonna rocket all of this because that's your only hard counter to
Yeah,
Hog,
and the skeletons are
sides.
just doing a ton of damage, and then the Hawk Rider coming in. That was GG.
Yeah, so I was just waiting for you to rocket, and then I used the Hog, and then I was able to outcycle you. That's the main
Yeah.
thing you want to do. with
Yeah,
Hog.
so I should have just waited with the rocket. I think I had knight or something in my hand, so I could have just dropped my knight to defend your muskie, and then I could have always rocketed your Hawk Rider. But that game was really close, but definitely well played.
Yeah.
Like beating a control player with Hawk Rider isn't easy. So
Yeah, thanks, man.
do you have any other archetypes? Like I have, for example, Expo in my deck slot. I could play Expo and you could play, for example, a Golem, and then we can show what we could have done different or how to do that.
Let me think real quick. Let's see. Let's pick a popular deck, one from the global leaderboard.
Yeah, you want me to do that as well, or?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I can just run the #1 deck with Expo if you want, or.
Alright, and let me look for a deck real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not trying to find a hard counter Expo, but let's see. You know what?
Yeah,
Let's.
perhaps you could run like what?
I could run like Hog and see how I do against Expo, because that's pretty much hard to beat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I thought that it could maybe be nice if like if you could play a tank and then see how I work around that, and then see if we could make point out any mistakes.
So Golem, Lavaloon, or Giant?
You can do Golem or Giant. You can pick one of those.
Right. So.
I will request. Just accept when ready.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Giant.
Yeah. So do you by the way have any basic tips on how to improve, or how to like while rewatching, like just how to like learn from your mistakes? Like how do you have any tips for that? I mean, I would say
so,
yeah, like go ahead.
When you were leading in a part, and when you saw that, like, actually there in this replay we minimized the mistakes.
Yeah.
But most of the games you're gonna find a lot of mistakes, especially stress, like the rocket against any decent player. I mean, it would probably drop. Your rocket could have hit and demolished the whole push.
Yeah.
But because
yeah, true. Yeah.
Experience. So yeah, that's not a mistake. So I think when you play a game and you see that you're on the lead, and then you see that at a certain part you're starting to lose, that's the part where you want to start looking for mistakes, because you're gonna find them. I guarantee you're gonna find them.
Yeah. So you guys heard that. Just like if you see any big mistakes, you will learn from that, and looking at the cards in your hand, or maybe you should not have wasted a card. Like sometimes it's better to save a card for example, like I should not use Inferno to counter Musketeer because I know he has Hawk Rider. Just an example in that matchup, but you guys, I think you guys can learn from that. I requested, by the way. Are you almost ready, or?
For Giant Graveyard, because that's the only one I see right now.
Yeah, sure.
Or, let me see. Yeah, alright.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me copy that.
Okay, let's go. I mean, I know what you're running now, of course, but still, it should be interesting, like how I could work, or how you
around.
For example, save your Giant for the Expo, because otherwise the Expo could lock on, and those.
Right, so I'm in.
Yeah, those small changes into a game, once you know, for example, the cards of your opponent, those things are pretty important in my opinion.
Right. Right now my starting hand is keys, and I hope I could work around that.
Yeah, mine is, I mean, ooh, let's see. I'll take a bit of a gamble right now, but let's see. ElecTr, what do you think about the ElecTr1fy, by the way? I think it's really strong right now.
I think it's strong, but if you don't have it, say you play top ladder and you have like a low level, I don't know how I feel about that, you know, because Fireball kills it, and it makes it an even trade, and if you hit the tower with it,
yeah.
Well, if you have it level 5, then I would use it, right?
Yeah.
But because it's a legendary, it's gonna be, you're gonna have a hard time maxing it.
Yeah, true. Like some players like Pompeo, they have it maxed, so that's crazy. But overall, you want find many players with a maxed ElecTr1fy, unless they jammed a lot, of course. But
right, so you have the Inferno, and I have Nose Up or Lightning, so work around that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for you to play your Giant again. Like there is it, and then if I defend this well, I could start preparing for my Expo, I think.
Yeah, I was hoping the Musketeer is gonna log onto the Inferno.
Inferno, yeah. Like now, I know that you have. I think you have ESWC again. We will see.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow! You instantly killed my Ice Spirit. That was unfortunate. But like, I think I should get the Expo on tower now. Ice Golem to tank. At least like to 300 damage, I think. So that's pretty solid.
Yeah, that's solid.
So
right.
yeah, so with Expo, guys, like as you just saw, like if you know your opponent is playing a tank, let's say he's playing a Golem, either wait for him to drop it in the back. Like now, I'm okay with switching lanes just because the Expo can deal so much damage. I don't think you have
Right,
like...
nice lane switch.
Oh, thanks.
So
I have a bit of... I just had the Wi-Fi thing. But like now, I'm forcing you to defend that. And I have my Inferno Tower ready for your Giant. Like you do have minions.
Yeah, we'll play.
Yeah, I think my Expo, like, it won't get that much damage, but I was still able to force you to defend that, and you couldn't really get a big push in. So let's just do that again, I think. I know that you have ESWC. Like, remembering cards is also very important, guys, because...
Yeah, the cycle.
Yeah.
Right.
Because now I know that I can expect... yeah, like, there they are, the minions I was about to say, and now you're forced to drop ESWC.
Right.
I have an Ice Golem ready for that, and that
Nice.
should get some solid. Yeah, it's still retarding. That was a good ESWC placement. Let's see. It's pretty close actually, but like I'm just forcing you to defend it all the time. And yeah, what I want to say is like, yeah, indeed, and you can't really place your graveyard. Like you didn't play it once in the entire game yet.
Yeah, I have no pressure and too soon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's see if I can. I was playing. All right. So the Iceberg is not gonna make it to the tower. Let's see. So wow, rocket. I forgot about the rocket.
Yeah, with this deck, like my deck cycles really quick. So let's try to.
Let's try die Inferno. All right.
That should be GG. Yeah, GG, man.
Yeah, it is. Good game, man.
Wow. So yeah, that was like a pretty yeah, how do you say that? I think it's a hard, like not really a hard matchup because I can work around it, but you definitely have the favor because you have a big tank for my Expo. But let's rewatch it and then maybe some improvements for you or what I could have done different. So let me know when you're ready to watch it.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, let's go. I'm in. So yeah. So with this starting hand, I would always split my archers in the back just because it's a pretty solid move. You can either choose to attack, let's say you put a collector down, I can always drop my Expo. And if you're going aggressive, they will just force as a defensive unit.
Right.
So here, I saw that my rocket was the next card, so I dropped my skellies and took the gamble. I mean, sometimes it can backfire because like I already dropped...
Rocket is 6 elixir and yeah.
Yeah, and I already dropped 4 elixir, and look at the advantage you have right now. You have an ESWC on the map, and you're still up on elixir. But I was able to defend this. Luckily you didn't drop your graveyard here. I'm not sure why you didn't. I think...
Because I didn't want to overcommit, because I know when you don't have enough elixir to counter the Expo, and I have no zap to make it retarget, so I need the ESWC, so...
Yeah. I mean, you know what was coming, of course, and I also know what I could expect, but still, like, with the Expo, I think you have many cards which can... yeah, how do you say that? Which you can use to make a positive elixir trade. Let's say the archers or let's say skeletons, even the ice spirit. But so far, like I committed like actually a lot of elixir on the rocket, but I could use my Inferno as an advantage to counter again. Here, did you went with the graveyard because you thought you outcycled me, or with the giant? I mean, sorry.
When with the giant, yeah, I wanted to excite you. I wasn't sure yet because I wasn't really kind of got, but. I don't know, I wish I had a zap in this deck, but ESWC is really strong as well. So let's see where I did some mistake.
Yeah, here I definitely made a mistake by dropping the ice spirit. I'm not sure if you saw that, but I dropped it like 0.1 second too early.
I was expecting fire spirits because everyone runs the ice spirit minion.
Yeah, I'm just using skeletons just because you can cycle so quickly with it. Like at the end your tower had still 1000 HP and I was able to cycle without you
I saw it, that was crazy.
getting a big push. And here like guys, even if I already dealt 1000 damage on the other side, if your opponent if your opponent is going on into the other lane, just switch lanes with Expo, because with Expo you can easily get a lot of damage in onto the other side. onto the other lane.
Yeah,
I
that
mean.
was a really good move actually, the double lane pressure.
Yeah, but so far, like I didn't really see any mistakes from you. Maybe a bit overcommitting with the giant in the beginning, or a bit aggressive.
Yeah.
I'm kind of laggy right now. I'm not sure what's going on, but let's see.
Right, so I used the giant again, used an Inferno.
Yeah, like
bow. I'm defending with Musketeer. Is it?
yeah, and
not
still
lagging
the same Inferno is getting a lot of value, so I think that cost you here. I was able to
Yeah.
drop my archers because I knew a bit of your cycle. Like your cycle was kind of familiar. Here I dropped my Ice Golem just because I knew that your ESWC was coming. Like I'm just trying to keep track of your cycle, and I think I got you into a cycle where you couldn't really do anything. Like here you have Tombstone, you had Lock, Poison and Graveyard, so I was able to drop my Inferno right away.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could have done different there. Like what did you see any like big mistakes, or I don't know.
I think the one big mistake is that the giant died to the same Inferno
Yeah,
twice.
exactly.
But I had nothing to stop that.
Yeah, and here like I knew 2 rockets and 1 lock one lock would kill it, so I dropped my rocket. Like you forgot about the rocket, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
At one point.
Yeah, because
That
you
was a
dropped your
good game,
Tombstone
though.
there. Here I saw that my rocket was the next card, so I just decided to lock and then rocket. And it's also important, guys, to know your numbers, because a rocket does, for example, 493 damage. If you don't know it, you can always hold down your card, but you should not drop your rocket to finish the tower when it will still have, for example, 10 HP left, because that can backfire for sure. So
Yeah, it did a lot of times to me, and I guess did
yeah.
everyone. Yeah.
Yeah, like me too, of course. Everyone makes mistakes, and you can learn from that. So far, I don't think I have many more tips to improve as a player. Like just, I guess, try to play with. For example, you're a pretty casual player, and you have some friends who are higher in trophies. Then you try to play some games with them. Maybe you can learn from mistakes while watching the replays, or maybe you can even ask for tips. But
Yeah, I was thinking. I remember that back in the time where no one was really called a pro player. Yeah, so I was looking for videos to look for the best players in the world, like global leaderboards and stuff. And in the 15Ks, I remember watching the top guys all the time.
Yeah,
and
me too.
Eventually I saw some plays, I copied the plays, and I made my own. And eventually you'll get better by watching other players that are better than you.
Yeah, very good tip. Yeah. So any other things what you would recommend as like people who try to improve into the game? I don't really have anything else, I think. But
I think
maybe
that
you...
sticking to I'm not saying one deck, because that's boring. I switch decks all the time.
Yeah,
but
me too.
Sticking to a sort of type of deck, like I like cycle decks.
Yeah.
Because that's my type of deck, right? I use minor cycles and hug cycles, and by that I know that I got used to playing the Ice Spirit and the Skeletons together, or the Ice Golem and Skeletons. And you can watch OG's video about tank and spank, and I mean you can kill 6 elixir push with 2 or 3 elixir. When you use the same cards over and over again, not
true.
saying the exact same deck,
You just master it, and
you're gonna get a lot better.
Yeah.
Especially with that.
Yeah, nice tip. But other than that, I don't think we have many things to say. Like, do you want to say anything to my viewers? Like,
I hope they look forward to our collab. I mean, on my channel. And you're gonna see a lot of tips over there as well.
Yeah, I will be giving some tips on this deck, guys. The minor rocket on ElecTr1fy's channel, as I said in the beginning of the video. I will leave his channel in the description, so check out his channel for sure. And other than that, I think this was the episode, right?
Yeah, I think you have.
Okay, let's go. So guys, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in one of my next videos.